Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy RJ, and the topic of today's episode is what is your why? And to start it off, what is my why? My personal why is I've always had this feeling that I was different from everybody else, and I don't mean this in an egotistical way, and I don't mean it like oh my god, nobody understands me, like I'm a fucking popular loner. No, bruh. I just mean like I had this feeling in my soul that I'm supposed to be different, like I'm supposed to be meant for something more. And my personal why is me trying to prove myself that I'm right about this. And that's my personal why. Of course I have other like whys, like I want to give back to my family, and I want them to reap the fruits of my labor just as I did theirs, especially because they did so much for me growing up. They provided for so much, blessed me with so much, and of course, I want to pay it back to them before they pass away. So, how did I get into trading? And I already told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it again. Um, so, it didn't take just one moment for me to be like, "Ooh, let me get into trading." I feel like it took seeds that were planted over a course of months. And the first seed was planted when my homie introduced me to trading and he told me to watch the basics of it. I took a couple notes down and I was like, this shit cool for real. But I didn't really keep looking into it. And that was the first seed planted though. The second seed was, I'm a cashier at work at the mall, right? And old people love talking to me. They love talking about their life stories and shit. And this old man was like, trading changed my life when I was scanning his clothes and shit. And I was like, how'd you get into it? He told me what to look for. And I took it into consideration, but I didn't really do nothing with it. But that was the next seed I was planting. The next time was when this younger dude, he was like, yo, you fuck with your job? And I'm like, no, bro. Like, I hate this shit. Like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I trade. Like, I'm only 16 and I'm up 30 bands from this trading shit. Like, you should look into it. And God knows if he's lying. Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's telling the truth. But that was like another seed planted. And that's when I kind of looked into it. But I didn't really fucking start for real. And then this is where everything changed when I met this random dude at work. And I'm supposed to train him to be a cashier. And this dude turns out to be my homie now. And I just had this feeling to tell him like, bro, like I want to quit my job and fucking start trading. Like, and what are the chances that he fucking trades, bro? And he's profitable. And he's like, bro, it's hard. Like, you shouldn't even look into it for real. And I'm like, bro, like I kind of know about it. I kind of started, and we just kept chopping it up. And he's like, yo, if you finish this playlist of videos and just hit me back after, and then I'll go teach you. I'll go mentor you. It took me a couple months to actually sit down and watch the fucking videos, but once I started, like, the ball kept rolling, and then I kind of started falling in love with it. At the start of this year, I was like, God, like, I fucking hate this job. And I don't know if I'm making the right decision to put in my 2 weeks, but I want more than this. Like, I'm not satisfied with this. So I put in my 2 weeks, and then I got fired a couple days later, and I took it as confirmation and as a blessing. And in that moment, everything came full circle, and that's when those seeds, those little seeds that were planted over a few months, started to grow and sprout and turn me into the man that I am here today. Um, Sometimes God, He plants seeds in your life, and they don't sprout until the time is right. And that's why I always talk about God's timing. Because when the time is right and you're in God's timing, He brings the right people, He brings the right doors, the right opportunities for those seeds to start to bloom. So that's why when I got the chance to be mentored by my homie now, someone who was better than me, someone who did what I wanted to do and had hella knowledge about it, I took the fucking chance. And this kind of ties into like why your why matters, right? Why does it matter? Um, your why matters because it fuels your actions, you know? It's like the fucking wood to your fire. it keeps you disciplined and motivated when you don't feel like doing it. Let's just say you're trying to lose weight, right? And you getting tempted by my mukbangs, my after the market mukbangs, and you getting tempted by the new crumble drop, or like um just like gluttony, bruh. I feel that. But you gotta ask yourself, like, why am I doing this in the first place? Why am I trying to lose weight? Sometimes I feel like just staying in bed. I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like trading. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I'm like, fuck, bro. It's so early. I want to go back to sleep because last night I didn't get enough sleep. But I just think to myself, like, how can I be great if I can't stick to the simple plan? How can I be great if I can't even watch a couple videos on psychology and take notes? Why can't? How can I be great if I can't even follow my simple diet? Like little shit like that. That's just what I think. Your why is the fire for you to reach your goals, right? And this is why you gotta be selfish with your goals. You gotta put everything that's not helping you achieve your goals to the side for real. Um, Sometimes, like when I'm doing so good in the cut, right, I start craving this burger, and I know it's not in the plan, and I think about it all day, and then I finally eat it. I fucking break, and I'm like, bro, like that shit was mid. If you ever get an idea of doing something and it doesn't align with your goals, the idea of you doing that some is gonna hit harder than you actually doing it. Because, like what I said with the burger, like I had that idea throughout the whole day and I was craving it, but once I ate it, I was like, bruh, I actually felt like shit. Like I was like, bro, I know I'm not supposed to eat this shit, but I still ate it, and now I feel horrible about myself. Same thing with smoking, like if y'all didn't know, like I used to smoke for like years, bruh, since I was a kid, and um, sometimes I miss it, right? Sometimes I miss the act of lighting up and sparking it on some cool shit. Sometimes I miss sparking it, listening to music while I'm on a walk. Um, but it's like I miss the idea of it. I'm already knowing like I hated the feeling after the day after. I always regretted it, and now I'm at a point that I only choose things that lift me up and make me feel good. Like I'm choosing the things that align with the man that I want to become. So that's what's been on my mind. Take some time tonight, think about what your why is, why you're doing it, and thank y'all for watching. I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the love, and love y'all more.